With a different voice now.
Let us begin by acknowledging that we are gathered today in Mi'kmaq, the ancestral, present, and future territory of the Mi'kmaq people. Today, we gather with the intent followed by the Living Peace and Friendship Treaty. With respect, cooperation, and coexistence, we are all treaty people. I call this public hearing to order. It is March 26, 2026. I will go over the rules for the public hearing and the process. The purpose of tonight's public hearing is to receive verbal and written submissions regarding the bylaw to repeal the town's taxi bylaw, the law improvement bylaw, and the equipment charges bylaw. As part of the bylaw adoption process, Council is required to have a public hearing to gather feedback from residents. The structure of the public hearing is as follows. 1, the town clerk gives the report to Council. 2, individuals present will be given the opportunity to provide feedback to Council on the bylaw in question. The purpose of a public hearing is not discussion or justification, so Council will not be responding to questions or engaging with those present during the public hearing. Please allow all those present an opportunity to speak before you speak again. Any person present wishing to speak must state their name and civic address for the public record. We ask that those present maintain respect for the bylaw adoption process, Council, and fellow residents. People displaying unacceptable behavior will be asked to leave the public hearing and will not be permitted to return. Thank you all for attending, and I'll hand it over to the clerk.
So the background is at Council's February 26, 2026 meeting, Council received a recommendation from the Policy and Strategy Committee and passed the following motion. The Council give first reading to the bylaw to repeal the Town of Mahone Bay's taxi bylaw. At Council's March 10, 2026 meeting, Council received a recommendation from the Planning Advisory Committee and passed the following motion. The Council give first reading to the draft local improvement bylaw, amended to give affected owners the opportunity to appeal the Council as amended to remove section 3D2. At Council's March 10, 2026 meeting, Council received a recommendation from staff and passed the following motion. The Council give first reading to the draft equipment charges bylaw as amended. Notification of this public hearing was advertised on the town website and Facebook page. Prior to this hearing, no comments were received.
Okay, thank you. All right. Does anyone present have a submission to make in respect to the amendments to the town's land use bylaw? Okay. Do you want to come forward, Tammy, and give your name and civic address, please?
Okay. My name is Tammy Turner. I live at 228 Hawthorne Road. I would like to speak to my concerns regarding the local improvement bylaw that has been put forward by the Planning Advisory Committee and that is now before Council. My understanding that this bylaw, if approved, would be applied to a new housing developments in Mahone Bay. One area under consideration currently is along Clearland Road and Clearway Street with the development of 250 dwelling units. But this bylaw would affect any developments in the future. One example that I see affecting current home and lot owners is the extension of town water into a proposed development. If town water was to be brought to an area, lot owners would be held responsible for the development of a water system. Private property owners who may own more than one lot would be faced with a large local improvement bill, and if they could not afford to pay this under the bylaw, a lien would be placed on their property or properties. This may force lot owners to sell properties due to financial constraints to the town's enforcement of these costs. My other concern is that developers may propose developments, get approvals, and work may begin on water systems, for example, and unforeseen circumstances may arise whereby the development does not get completed and landowners are left with the cost of local improvements. I believe that when local development improvements are being considered, like new housing developments, current lot and homeowners should not be faced with debts or liens on their properties. Other options need to be considered. For example, development can take place using private wells with individual new property owners bearing the cost, or a water microsystem could be implemented with the cost borne by the developer. While I see that the bylaw has made opportunity for exemptions, adjustments to charges, number 7 in the bylaw, this falls upon individual property owners to argue this, and they must prove that they cannot reasonably be argued to provide indirect benefit. End of quote. This does leave it to the town's discretion. I feel this local bylaw improvement or local improvement bylaw, as it is written, could have undue hardship for existing lot and homeowners, and it should be reviewed with this in mind. Thank you.
Thank you, Tammy. Are there any other presentations? Okay, do you want to come forward, Malcolm?
Helga Baxter, 68 Long Hill Road. I would like to just put my support behind what Tammy said. Also to express that item 3D under where it says local improvement means installation or improvement of wastewater, that I believe that oh, sorry, I'm not supposed to ask questions. I'm hoping that that is exempt because an improvement to private property where something already does exist, I'm hoping that it doesn't mean that. I'm not sure if that is totally clear. And my other concern was with affordability, that by putting liens on properties where taxes are quite high in town, that this is going to put an undue burden on certain property tax owners, especially if this particular bylaw is also used for improvement.
Okay, thank you.
Okay.
And do you have those in writing that you wanted to submit, or?
Can we do it by email later?
Sure.
Yes.
So we have to wait, we have to be here 15 minutes.
Well,
Do we?
yeah, this is kind of harder because council's advertised their time to 7, so, notionally,
Oh.
we just have to wait till 7.
Oh, okay.
We had 3 bylaws, so instead of putting it at 7 and then just starting council when it ended, we put it
Okay.
at 6:30, but ultimately, it didn't take
Okay.
very long.
Okay.
Could I address the equipment bylaw as well?
Oh, yeah.
Sure.
So same person, same address.
With regards to the draft equipment, I believe that I understand that this is with regards to the possibility of such things as a solar panel program where the town can subsidize or support a program from the province or federally or whatever. However, I guess I'm also questioning whether a bylaw like this could also be used for other things. So if we were to, again, make improvements by maybe installing new hydrants or meters to regulate or moderate or whatever electricity, could it be used for that to charge consumers a portion of the cost of that?
Okay. Thank you for that.
Just looking down to see if we have that by policy, how long we wait or if that's still.
It's practice, I think, because
So I thought it was
there
10.
have been legal challenges around how long there was the opportunity in the event that someone came late. So I've always used 15 minutes as a rule of thumb.
Mhm.
Yeah, maybe 10 is acceptable. I guess we could go back and read the case law or ask Peter to do
Yeah,
so.
or if it's from the start time or from.
It's probably